Because first of all, you don't want to accidentally lose your work because you need to have everything in a central location so you don't have to rewrite every single essay. Oof, let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Hey guys, it's Giselle, back here with another video. This one is going to be another college advice video, help you guys out because I saw a lot of you love these videos, so I want to help in any way I can. So today I'll be talking about how you get organized for your college application season. I know juniors right now, you guys are probably stressing out because it's coming up for you guys, a big season, your big moment. And personally, me, I know I was really stressed, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much you have to do, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't even know where to start. And so I would say I got a lot of my inspiration from this one YouTuber, specifically this spreadsheet I'm going to show you in the video. I'll link her below. We're just going to go ahead and get into how you get organized. So my first point is definitely make sure you create a Google Drive folder or an office folder. I don't know what you use, but personally I use Google for like my general like stuff and everything, like for obviously essay writing, everything was in my Google Drive just because it was easier to locate and like I could access it like from anywhere, like on my phone or on my computer or on my iPad. Like it was easy to access from anywhere, so I created a Google Drive folder. And I think this is essential because you need to have everything in a central location. You don't want documents like, oh, did I put this document in this folder or this folder? Well, as long as everything's in that one folder, then you can hunt in there and try to find where things went and stuff. And so I would definitely say create a Google Drive. This is where like I had all my stuff, like its central location. Like you can see, like I literally had like an essays folder, I had a scholarships folder, like I had like my college like research, in-depth research, and then like my like specific essays and like questions I asked people and stuff, and, like overall plan, like everything went in here so I would not lose it because it's very important to keep track of your stuff. My second point is make sure you create like a college overview like spreadsheet. I really recommend this because I knew like all my information that I need, if I needed at hand, like I knew it was in one location. Divide all your colleges by reach, target, safety, and then you write all your school names down and then your due dates for all your applications. So depending on if you want to do early decision or REA, or if you're just doing regular decision, RD. And then you put your acceptance rate because you want to divide them again by the level, like if it's a reach, a target, or safety. Locations, if you did, I didn't finish all mine because I already got into my desired school before I filled it all out. And plus location, it wasn't as big as a part like for me per se, just because I already knew that like what kind of climate I wanted, and like these schools I knew were all going to be pretty fine. And then the majors you apply to. So like when I actually did submit the application and like filled the application out, I put my majors in there. Like, so whatever I filled out in Common App, I put it straight here. And so I could keep track of what I put as my major. And then I have the application. Many of you guys know there's many application portals, and so I wanted to keep track of which one's where. Obviously, most of them are in Common App because that's where all colleges essentially are. But obviously, MIT has their own self portal, and then there's the UC schools. That's another separate portal. So I want to keep those separated, and then the status. So I have 4 statuses. You can either have submitted, accepted, deferred, or waitlisted, just so I could keep track of what I've done, what I haven't done, and where I need. Within your spreadsheet, your other page you're gonna have is your essays overview. So basically, this top section is gonna be your like big overall essays that you have that apply to multiple colleges. It's not your supplementals. And so that would be obviously the Common App essay, the personal essay, The COVID essay, I'm not sure if they'll have it for the next season. I think they will, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But I had that option, and then UC essays, and then I have my supplemental essays. And here you have the school. I have my school, the essay type, and then the statuses. I have now started, in progress, written, submitted, and then the word limit. And so I would say this really helps because a lot of colleges will sometimes literally ask like a prompt that is the same as another school. And so you can literally just tweak your essay a little and it'll apply to like multiple schools. And so you don't have to rewrite every single essay from the start. And that helps save a lot of time because especially if you're doing a lot of colleges, like I planned on doing like 20 colleges. And so it just helps a lot if you just know like how many and all that. And it's just keeps everything like, so you're not rewriting essays continually and wasting time where you could be focusing on other aspects. And then I have a recommendation page. I have my recommenders, and the status is like I asked them, I sent a cover letter, it's pending, I received their recommendation, and then submitted like officially by like the school. Because like in Common App, basically like teachers submit it, like you always want to submit your recommendations blind. I will say that like there's an option for you to waive your right to see your recommendation. Colleges prefer that because they want to see that the teacher's giving a raw recommendation and not edited by a student. So again, you're really not going to see it, but through Common App, you'll see when it's received and like it's in your portal, and you can actually like put them under, and then you can like when you officially submit your application, then it's like officially submitted. Then I put like what schools I wanted them, like I was gonna put their recommendation to, and then the due dates that I gave them. Ask your teachers early because there's some teachers, they'll take a while and they'll forget, and like you have to keep reminding them. And so like especially with those kind of teachers, you have to ask them early so that you can have time to keep pestering them to actually get it done. And then I have emphasized qualities. I use this more of like what they would write about, like, because you want to make sure all your teachers highlight different stances about yourself and like different points. And so I kind of already knew what they would more lean towards and stuff. So, and I didn't have to like directly ask them. And then, but for one of my recommendations, I wanted to make sure like I highlighted certain characteristics because we haven't seen each other since like for a while. Like it's been like a little bit over a year, and you want to have like a cover, like a resume basically for all your recommenders, because your teachers, they have hundreds of students and stuff. Yeah, like you are a personal student that they know and like they might love. Like I have a lot of like all my teachers like that I recommended, they know me, but still they don't know everything about you because they see you in a certain stance and like in their class. Like they don't see all the other extracurriculars maybe that you do, and they might now see all of that. So you want to show them and remind them, oh yeah, I also do this and this and this. And so if you want to see that and like what to send recommenders and how to get recommendations, let me know. I can make a video on that. And then I wrote down their emails and their phone numbers if you needed, just so I could keep track of that. And then my third point would be make individual folders for your colleges. Like every college, especially like I'm specifically talking college supplementals, I cannot stress this. It gets so hectic because there's so many like essays that you have to write. And like, again, that like the college overview helps you get organized on like which college essay is what, blah, blah, prompt, whatever. But to actually write it, you don't write it in the Common App. Please don't ever write your essays in an application portal. I cannot stress this enough. That's how I did, like ever since I applied to, I want to say MITES, I've always written it separately. You always want to write it separately and then put it in there because first of all, you don't want to accidentally lose your work. Second of all, grammar and all that, like it's a lot easier to see it on a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word. It's just easier to visualize personally for me, and maybe many for you. I have an essays folder specifically, and so each college literally has their own folder. That goes into my next point. Paste their supplemental like prompts in there, guys. Like each individual college, they have their supplementals. You just put their little prompt and then put their word count, and so you can easily just keep track of that and just easily access your essays from one central place. I would say this helped me a lot. And then like just like organizing and just like keeping track of what I wrote, what I haven't written. And then obviously I have my personal essays also down here. Again, like I use this folder for all my essays, but specifically for supplementals, I have every college has their own folder. And I did this thing where I color coded it also, because again, this helps. Color coding, I cannot stress this enough. For me personally, it helps me keep track of what I've done, what I haven't done, blah, blah, blah. And so on top of the spreadsheet, I also had this to where I colored the folder. So I would do gray as I haven't touched it yet. And then yellow would be that I'm about like working on it in progress. And then green would be like completed, submitted essays. And so I just it helped me like keep track of what was done, what was not done. That's pretty much it for my college organization. I would say if you guys have any questions on like anything maybe you just like glimpsed at in my folders or something, or like you have like an extra like, oh, like how do you do this, or oh, like what, any questions you have, let me know. I'm so willing to create a video and help you guys. I'm here to help. I want to help anyway, because I know I was confused in my application process. So let a girly know. Other than that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, please, and turn the bell on if you want to see another video. Don't forget to come back every Tuesday, because that's when I'm going to be pretty much uploading my videos. Again, let me know if you guys have any video requests in the comments. But other than that, I'll see you guys later.